Fellas, it's that time of year again. Things are heating up. Yes, we are hopping into the 10 best summer fragrances for 2023, or at least the ones that I plan on rocking from the designer world. Listen, grab your beach towel, grab your sunglasses, and get prepared to take this summer by storm. The first fragrance on our list today is one that is super affordable, and this is a fragrance that for summertime should be a staple in almost everyone's collection. This one comes from the house of Versace, and this one is Versace Man O Fresh. Now, this scent here does a great job of combining some notes that really take that summer or warm weather component, add in some spice, and boom, this is what you have. You have some top notes here that really lean to that citrus component here, and then you also get a bunch of spice, in my opinion, which really sets this fragrance apart. Now, this fragrance is great for warm weather, but it's not super versatile. But does it really matter when we're talking about summer fragrances? No, it doesn't. This one is fresh, it's clean, and it's also a super attractive fragrance in that sense, one that you can pick up for the low, so don't go this summer without it. Versace Man O Fresh. The next one I want to discuss today is a little more difficult to find, but I'm gonna have it linked and listed down below. This one comes from a house that has been known for producing quality fragrances, and this one is no different. In fact, this one comes from a line or a collection of fragrances that, well, do extremely well, and we're sure to see more from them down the line. The fragrance is none other than that of Armani's Stronger With You Freeze. Now, what I would say about this scent here is that you really have two different ways that you can go with this one, especially for the summertime. You can go with Stronger With You Freeze, or you can go with Stronger With You Only. Now, Stronger With You Freeze is a little more difficult to find, as I've already mentioned. Therefore, I'm going to tell you to go with this one just to set yourself apart a bit in case you're around some fragrance connoisseurs. If you are a fan of the cardamom-rich or OG version of Stronger With You, then you're going to be a fan of this one. This one is going to be suitable for daytime wear for sure, especially maybe like a daytime party or something like that. This scent is going to be good. Also, it's very different than a lot of the others that we're talking about today, because this one doesn't start off as super fresh or citrusy, but you do get called back and tie into something that's more inviting and warm while still being a warm weather scent. So, scent that you really can't go wrong with, Stronger With You Freeze. Now, we started this list out with the O Fresh fragrance, and we're going to go into another O Fresh fragrance. This one comes from YSL, and this is the O Fresh version of YSL Y. Now, YSL Y has been a phenomenal fragrance within the industry, and one that has begun to be built on year after year because, well, it just delivers, and that's what you want with the fragrance. This one here is going to deliver for you as well, but this is more of a lighter offering than what you would get from the OG, and especially the EDP. Now, when you think about YSL Y, one of the things there is that people talk about its strength in terms of it can be sharp to the nostrils. This one here is not as sharp, which I think is a positive for some people out there. And I also will find that this one is a little bit more versatile than a lot of the others within the lineup. Great for fresh out of the shower, casual wear, sporting events. You can wear this fragrance and feel like you've done a great thing, because you have. You want something that's going to make you smell amazing. This scent here takes a lot of the same notes that you would get in the original, as well as the EDP or the EDP or La Parfum version. You see where I'm going here. Very similar DNA, but all in all, this scent is going to be white t-shirt approved. It's a super sporty fragrance, and by the looks here, when I say white t-shirt approved, you just spray this thing on knowing you are going to smell clean. All in all, this is an amazing fragrance, and I'm happy that they added this one into the collection here, YSL Y O Fresh. Now, the next fragrance we're talking about today comes from the house of Maison Margiela. This is part of the Replica series. Probably, as I looked at this lineup, not probably, this is definitely the most aquatic fragrance on our list today, and this one happens to be Sailing Day. Now, Sailing Day is reminiscent to being out at ocean, riding around on your yacht, and you can smell that salty seaness there, and that's what you are getting with this fragrance. Also, when I look at this fragrance, compared to some of the others that we talked about so far, this fragrance is a little bit more upscale, a little bit more refined. You can wear this one to the office, and if you are a boss in the office, this scent is going to come off as one that's expensive one, it's elegant, and you can pick this one up for not a super expensive price point. That's what I do enjoy about a lot of the Margiela fragrances. Now this one here is marketed as a unisex fragrance, like many of the replica fragrances there. This one is, again, can be worn by anyone. I think that probably age range on this one might be 17 and up. I wouldn't see like anyone early 13s wearing this fragrance. You probably would want to go to some of the other fragrances that we've talked about so far. But all in all, this is clean, inviting. This one is aquatic. You get that blue feel here. You really can't go wrong with a scent like this. Be sure to try it out. Sailing Day from the house of Margiela. Next up on our list today, we have a fragrance that is the newest one on our list today. And this one comes from the house of Bulgari. And this one is Bulgari Man Rain Essence. Now, I'm a huge fan of what they've done with the Bulgari Man series. When we look at Bulgari Man in Black, Bulgari Man Extreme, Bulgari Man Wood Essence, and the list goes on. They've done a phenomenal job there. And this one is really no different. What it does is takes that DNA and changes it up a bit. And honestly, when I smell this fragrance, I put myself in a mindset of replica. I think it's When the Rain Stops or something of that nature. And this one being Rain Essence, I said, which is going to be a better rain fragrance? And so far, I'm really digging this scent. Although it does have that mineral-like feel to it that you would expect when finished rains, you also get something that is super fresh here. It is also classy in this fragrance, and it has a decent amount of staying power for what you're going to experience on this scent. Bulgari does a great job when it comes down to jewelry. They do a great job when it comes down to fragrances as well, in my humble opinion. One that I plan on rocking like a boss this summer, and you should as well. Again, this one is the newest fragrance on our list today, and a standout fragrance for sure. Bulgari Man Rain Essence. As we transition into our next fragrance, this one here is a flanker of one of the best-selling fragrances of all times, and in my opinion, this one is the epitome of a designer classy fragrance, and well, it's great for the office as well. The fragrance is none other than that of Aqua di Gio La Parfum. Now, the original, the EDT, is still a strong contender when it comes down to summer wear. I think that you'll get a little bit more out of this, and then also it slightly shifts the DNA, which would give you a more modern take on a fragrance that has grown to be a classic. If you are a fan of the OG or any of the others that have come after it, whether we're talking about Profumo, Profondo Lights, you see where I'm going. The DNA has proven time and time again that it is here to stick around and perform as one would expect. So be sure to try this fragrance. You got that woody aspect here. You also have the strength of the sea, so to speak here. All in all, a phenomenal fragrance. And also, although it's not the newest fragrance on the list, it is a newer fragrance. I believe that one came out in 2022. So go into 2023 smelling amazing from Armani. Second Armani fragrance on the list today. Great job. The fragrance in the number 4 spot is one that takes a shift and a turn from all of the other fragrances that we talked about today, with the exception of maybe Stronger With You Freeze. This one does take a more sweet take on the game when it comes down to summer wear, and it's not super bright, but it is a fragrance that has a lot of qualities there that you would expect within a summer fragrance. Now, this one here does have nice performance on it. It has a tropical vibe because it features the note of coconut. Who am I kidding? The fragrance comes from Jean-Paul Gaultier, and this one is Lebow La Parfum. All right, so this scent here is one that I've talked about a ton prior to my hiatus from YouTube, and I'm bringing it back today because this is a scent that I enjoyed wearing and will continue to enjoy wearing, especially during this summer season. Now, I was at a little crossroads when it came down to it, determining which fragrance was I going to wear that fit this profile. Would it be the new Hugo Boss Bottle Pacific, or would it be this fragrance? And because I have more experience with this one, I know how this one's going to do for me. This is likely the one that I'm going to wear more, which happens to be why it made today's list. Now, if you're looking for a great summertime fragrance, this one or Hugo Boss Bottle Pacific could be a phenomenal fragrance for you, both centered around the note of coconut. Phenomenal scent. More woody, more spicy here. I guess more sweet than spicy. All in all, a phenomenal fragrance that I've really enjoyed, and I think they did a masterful job with it. Now, speaking of masterful jobs, well, this next scent here is one that I've talked about forever. This fragrance has been in my collection since I was just a young buck. Get it? My name is Buck. But it's woody, it's musky, white t-shirt approved as well. And you're asking, why are you saying white t-shirt approved? Because I did a video a while ago talking about white t-shirt approved. That happened to be a shout out or a tag video with my man EQ from Equality Fragrances. Be sure to check him out. Woody, musky, aromatic, not everyone's cup of tea, but it is for me, and I will be rocking it this summer. All in all, Burberry Touch is a fragrance that has been, in my opinion, the epitome of what a white t-shirt fragrance should be. You can wear this fragrance fresh out of the shower. You can wear this one to the gym. You can wear this one to the office. I've smelled many people wearing this fragrance to the office. You can wear this one to an interview. It is super versatile. And I have never come across a bottle that has experienced performance issues. Could be out there, but I've never come across it. And this is, I don't know how many bottles I've had of Burberry Touch. It's been a lot. Even since doing reviews, this is probably my second or third bottle, just to kind of give you an idea of how much I utilize this fragrance. This is the top tier scent for a super affordable price, in my opinion. Now, are there other fragrances out there better than this one? Of course there are. There are two more on this list that I have ranked higher than this fragrance. But I can tell you that if you're looking to get your money's worth within a scent, then this one here is a great fragrance to go after. Burberry Touch from the house of Burberry. Now, the next two fragrances on this list, they are both white t-shirt approved because they made that video as well. And this one here comes from the house of Dior, and this one is Dior Homme Cologne. Now, Dior Homme lineup has been phenomenal, right? You have Dior Homme Sports, depending on what year, you might have a variance in opinion on how you feel about that fragrance. Dior Homme Parfum, the OG. But this fragrance here, this one right here, my guy, oh man, it's super citrusy. I've given this one away so many times as gifts to people because I just find that it takes that DNA, switches it up, shakes it up, and makes it something completely different and worthwhile to have on all the time, especially during that high heat. This one starts off with a blast of citrus, and if you're into citrus notes within fragrance, lemon is prevalent here. This is, the musk is there. This is such a unique fragrance for what it does and delivers. Totally different than all of the fragrances on our list today, but as you hear me mention, a lot of the same qualities. It's fresh, inviting, it's versatile, good performance, right? This scent here is it. Now, it doesn't have great performance, but it does last long enough for me to do my thug thizzle with it. So be sure to get this one into your collection, whether if you're looking for the OG versions or the 2020, whatever they did. I got 2 bottles of it. I'm not sure what year it's from, but there you have it, man. Dior Homme Cologne is an amazing addition to any collection, in my humble opinion. And the final fragrance on our list today is a 10 out of 10 fragrance, and I think a lot of you out there will agree with me. If not, it's okay because I feel it's that way. The fragrance comes from the house of Chanel, and this one is Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanc. Okay, this one is lemon. It's zesty. It's not the best performance. Okay, so let's get that out there. It is classy, super versatile. More so for daytime wear though. I guess you could wear this one at nighttime, which kind of leans back on the versatility because it's not that great for nighttime wear because the situations would be different. I would think nighttime wear, something cuddly aspect, you're looking to do something different at night. But if not, this scent would be great. Also, because this one is not super available, it is easy to get, but it's not going to be in most of your big box retailers. It's going to give you an edge up on the competition out there for people who have this collection, and you can smell a bit different. Now, Chanel has been known for delivering great quality fragrances, great quality items, purses, etc. They do all things well, and this one is really no different. Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Those are my 10. That's what I'm rocking this summer for designer. Obviously, there'll be others, but these will be the ones that get the bulk of my attention. Which ones will you be rocking? I would love to know. I think I got a fire list here. Fire everywhere, all right? That's all I got for y'all. As always, I'm your boy, Big B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend that we are back again. And I just need you to do one thing before you get up out of here and chase those biddies around this summer. Let's hit the goddamn battle.